A vigilant homeowner fears she may have been the victim of a haunting after her motion-activated security camera caught footage of a ghost knocking at her door. Meni Pitoska, 46, was waiting for a parcel to be delivered to her home when in a recording it appeared to show a faint apparition emerge from a bench on the left of the screen. The figure then crosses in front of the camera, almost appearing to look directly at it. It then passes out of view, moving to the right before the camera sensor stops recording. The homeowner stated that the dog began to bark towards the door. She was waiting for the package and figured that it was the courier approaching. She looked outside and couldn't see anyone. Baffled, she dismissed everything. Then, as she was turning around, going to the kitchen, she received a notification on her phone: doorbell alarm activation. This visit was made even more chilling by the significance of the bench, which was given to her by a former neighbor, Mario, shortly before his death. She recalled a conversation with a psychic who asked if the bench had any significance to her. She asked why, and the psychic went on to say that it appears a spirit was sitting at the bench. It so happened that the anniversary of his death was coming up, and he was her neighbor and had known him her whole life. As it happened, the last conversation they'd ever had was sitting at that bench. She does not believe the ghost was of a vengeful or malevolent nature. A bizarre video of coordinated specks of light moving in unison on a doorstep has been shared on Reddit, captured by a Ring doorbell. It was shared with the caption, "Bugs? Spiderwebs?" A social media user theorized that for all we know, alien lifeforms could be tiny, and we caught them hovering over this porch. They said, "Man, I'm stumped on this one. The movements are so odd, and the tracer/tail it leaves towards the end is very interesting. I can't think of anything natural that hovers like this. Like others have said, it's almost like a tiny fleet of UFOs." The clip was apparently not the first time someone in their thread had seen mysterious movements like it. They added, "Yeah, super weird. Before I go off the deep end, it just seems like coordinated movements. If fireflies flew into spiderwebs, I doubt they'd all collectively tell one another to make a left, now go straight, no crap, back up, back up." What do you think this could be? A supernatural being, a tiny UFO, or organized bugs? A spine-chilling Ring doorbell footage shows a Las Vegas man threatening to rape and kill the woman hiding inside her house. The disturbing video captured a bearded man persistently knocking on the homeowner's door and repeatedly asking, "Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a few questions for you."
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? What? Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
After a minute of harassing Amanda Nowak, he finally walks away. Nowak's husband then intercepts the Ring doorbell speaker and asks the man who he was. In a dark turn of events, the strange man makes a terrifying claim. He said, "What I'm looking for is the girl in the house because I'm going to rape and kill her. Can you have her open the door?"
Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to rape her and kill her. Can you have her open the door? I'm going to rape and kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in. I want to rape her and kill her because I have a knife and a gun. Yeah, and I'm going to knock on her door again. All right.
In the chilling exchange, he then admits to carrying a knife and a gun. He eventually walks away, but can be heard having a conversation with himself. The video was first posted on social media, and people couldn't believe the demonic behavior and flocked to comment on the terrifying incident. One person pointed out a chilling theory. I think the "Are you sure? Are you positive?" are questions he's asking himself to prepare for what he wants to do. The man was finally arrested, To add to the awareness of it all, he identified himself as the Holy Spirit and refused to answer any other questions. Cops are baffled over a mysterious child ghost claimed to have been caught on a video. Police in Mentor, Ohio responded to reports of a spooky 7-year-old girl running alone in the street at night. Stunned locals have shared pics and a video of a mysterious shape lurking in the area. A worried homeowner phoned to say they'd seen a girl who appeared to be 7 years old running northbound. An officer responded to the call and drove out to Watt's greenhouse and reported back to HQ that he had seen something. His report states that he was surprised by what he saw. The person appeared to be a small child running rather erect and too quickly for a child, but when the cop got out of the car to investigate further and tried to reach the girl, she had apparently disappeared into thin air without a trace. The officer checked around the building as he assumed he would find the child crying or scared, but he failed to find any sign of her. Although the cop who initially responded to the call checked his dashcam video, there was no girl to be seen on it, despite his reported sightings of the child. The perplexing incident bolsters the belief of some residents that there is a ghost child roaming the streets of the city. However, other people were not as convinced, insisting that the apparition is a mere case of mistaken identity, or perhaps the work of a prankster. Whether you believe in ghosts or spirits or not, it's definitely a perplexing situation, as more than one person saw this apparition. This spine-chilling footage captures a creepy clown approaching a homeowner's doorstep. The black and white clip captured by a camera on the doorbell shows a clown holding black balloons lurking on the lawn before coming up to the front door and peering into the house in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Police have expressed fears of a return of the killer clown trend, fueled by the release at the time of the movie It. In the movie, adapted from Stephen King's novel It, a demon takes the shape of Pennywise the clown to stalk and kill children. In a community awareness bulletin, the Pennsylvania State Police Department says that it anticipated the creepy clown sightings would be reported due to the fact that the movie It would be released in theaters back in 2017. The figure in the clip, filmed by the Ring Doorbell, is thought to be Gags, the Green Bay clown who was spotted by various witnesses. Photos shared on a Facebook page of Gags shows a figure dressed in a ragged jumpsuit, oversized clown shoes, and a dirty rough collar around the neck. The person in the costume wears ghostly black and white makeup and carries several balloons in their hand. Was this clown prank the handiwork of a director working on a film, or part of some crazy prank? Kathleen Frassarelli likes to see who's at the door before she answers. Sunday night, the image she saw of the person on the other side of the glass gave her the creeps. It's a smile that doesn't go away, she said. She used the Ring doorbell with a motion detecting camera to see who was at her front door. When she logged into the app at 8:45, she saw a masked individual looking directly into the camera. The mask, the smile, it was weird. The person knocks and then stands at the door for 15 seconds. Afterwards, the camera catches them pulling their sleeve over their hand and wiping away their fingerprints from the doorknob they tried to open when they first walked up to the house. Wiping off his fingerprints definitely shows he was up to no good. If someone knocked on my door at 4 a.m., I would definitely be petrified. It also looked like he had something heavy in his sweatshirt pocket, which we are not sure what it is exactly. He also had a bag that he was carrying with him, so God knows what's in there. Frassarelli immediately called the Bristol Police Department, and police said they were investigating the incident but had not gotten any other calls about the individual. The suspects were eventually caught. Now she's hoping with the help of smart home technology, she doesn't become a victim again. Things are getting a little bit more dangerous than they used to be, and people don't know their neighbors like they used to. So have the extra eye on your home is a wonderful thing. The doorbell camera is definitely a must because you never know who's lurking in the darkness.